Hello everyone, let's start the leadership, which defines what is a leader, what are the leadership characteristics, what a leader should do. This is a topic which comes under organizational behavior, and in this chapter we are going to deal with what are the leadership theories and styles. So first let's just discuss what is a leader or who is a leader. As per the Oxford and Cambridge Dictionary, there are two definitions for the leader. One is the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or a country. The second one is a person in control of a group, country, or situation. So there are two distinct factors we need to look into. That's a leader who commands and who is in control. So these are the two basic characteristics that we find in a leader. He commands and control. Control can be done in many factors that we are going to discuss in detail in the next chapters. So what are the traits of successful leader? One is adaptability. How can a leader adapt to the conditions or the environment ahead of him? Achievement oriented. Of course, there must be an achievement. There must be a target. Then assertive. That's one thing that I should enhance, because being assertive is different from being abusive. You cannot abuse your subordinates, but you have to be assertive to get things done. Cooperative, dependable, and persistent. Persistence in the sense means the drive to achieve success. The skills that is needed are intelligence. Of course, there must be a certain level of intelligence for doing some work. Conceptually skilled. That means the concepts which is at hand, the concept which is presented before you, the leader must be having a skills for that matter. Then he must be diplomatic. Diplomatic means you should not, like the same case, being assertive. So diplomatic in one sense is something related to being assertive. Diplomatic actually means you cannot bias. Tactful, there must be some kind of tactics. A good speaker, and he must adhere to the social norms. That means, for example, if you take the condition in the case of India, whenever an elderly person comes to your room, you actually stand up, you don't sit down. Whereas if you go to Western countries, if they are in a meeting, they won't stand up even if the CEO of the company comes in, they just sit. Even in colleges, you can see that even the professor comes in, they sit. It's not mandatory that you need to stand. So that is social norms. The leader must adhere to the social environment and the social conditions present in that particular organization. Now let's talk about leadership. What is leadership? It's the process of influencing group activities towards the accomplishment of goals in a given situation. That means influence. Remember, command and control of the leader. So that's influencing group activities. So why he is influencing the group activities is to the accomplishment of the goals. The process of influencing the behavior of others to work willingly. Please underline these words, work willingly. You cannot force people to work. That means it becomes a dictatorship. You cannot do that in an organization. To work willingly and enthusiastically for achieving predetermined goals. Again, goals is important. Roberts, Tenenbaum and all, they have defined leadership is interpersonal influence exercised in a situation and directed through communication process towards the attainment of a specified goal or goals. So the exercise in a situation, the personal influence is being exercised in a situation and directed through communication. Communication is a must. Without proper communication, a leader or the leadership cannot achieve its targets. George R. Terry, he has defined leadership as essentially a continuous process of influencing behavior. A leader breathes life into the group and motivates it towards goals. You might have seen in so many movies like Saving Private Ryan, or maybe some other movies, maybe for example Braveheart. When Scotland was in chaos, this guy comes in, the leader comes in, and he makes them work together. The kingdom, together they work to achieve freedom. So that's one of the definitions. Then recent definition, which is very recent, just come up regarding leadership, is the process of influencing and supporting others to work enthusiastically towards achieving objectives. So if you look into the three definitions, 3 or 4 definitions defined before, you can see that the recent definition is a combination of all the 3 or 4 definitions together.